welcome to my channel. I hope that you're having a great day. I have a design team project for ASC Craft Supplies. I will have both of their online stores linked in the description box below, and my coupon code is Michelle10 for 10% off any regular price purchases, and any order $75 or more ships free. And what I have created today are some pillar cards, and I followed a tutorial from Sam, who is Mixed Up Craft here on YouTube. I'm sure most of you know who she is, but I will link her in the description box. And the paper collection I used for my pillar cards is Mintay's, and I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly, Elodie. It's a beautiful paper collection with these beautiful blues and pops of mauve, just really, really pretty. And on my pillar card, I cut out this window and then made the little pillars to go on the side, and I do have a tutorial on how I did this. I did use my Cricut to cut the window and the acetate out. I have this really pretty pink seam binding bow with a cherry blossom flower and then some leaves tucked in behind, and as you're looking through the window you can see the lady riding her bike. And I have some of the beautiful flowers from ASC Craft Supplies. And I've used some of the ephemera pieces here. And the lady on her bike is an ephemera piece. And then I used a little miniature wooden fence and tucked under the flowers on the bottom. But I just think that's such a beautiful scene. And I love doing that with my paper crafting. And then I did add some leaves here along the flowers. And for the next one, I thought I would just put the door as my focal point through the window. And then I have the flowers here in the corner with some leaves. And I did add some pearls to this floral cluster. And for me, I filled in the top of the pillar card, which defeats, I know, laying it flat. But it just was bothering me where I could see into the pillars. So I made little tabs and put on the inside of mine just to give it a more finished look. And what I use when I do mail my cards so they do not get flattened when they're dimensional is I use 6x6 by 2 inch pizza boxes or shipping boxes. And they are perfect to mail our cards in, and they're not too expensive to mail either. And then on the back of this one, I put thinking of you. And I think I forgot to share. And then on the back, this sentiment has happy birthday. I forgot to share that with you on the first one. And then on the third one, I have the fence that was the die cut from the die cut paper pack, as well as this little heart and the bird and the birdhouse, or birds and the birdhouse. And I've just used various flowers from ASC and tucked into the seams, and I've added some leaves up here, and I just thought that fence was perfect to put there with the garden sign and the floral cluster here and another one here. And then the paper, that is all the paper that you see on the inside of the window, so I didn't feel that I needed to do anything on the inside portion of this one, but I just thought it was a beautiful collection. This was a great way to showcase it. And I forgot to mention on the windows, I have used one of the, I'm trying to remember, it's like an add-on pack, and I will try to remember to insert a picture of what it is called. But it's a wood grain, it's a 6x8 paper pad, and it has the wood grain with the overlay of the florals, and I thought it was perfect with this collection. And here you can see the pillars on the side, and I did not fill those in since you couldn't see it, so this card will lay flat. And then on the back, I have another happy birthday. But I do have a tutorial for all of that if you stay tuned. For the tutorial, I'm going to start with the pillars of the pillar card, and you'll need 2 pieces that measure 3 7/8 by 3 5/8, And on the 3 7/8 inch side, we're going to score at a 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, and then it gets a little bit tricky. We will need to put a mark here at the 3/16 mark, 2 3/16 marks, and that is just between the 2 1/8 and 2 3/4. So we're just going to put a little line right there, and then we're going to come over to the 3 3/16 mark and put a little line. And then I'll come back in with my score tool, and I'm going to slide the little marks over into a score groove, and then I can score those where they need to be. I enlarged the window, and it measures 6 inches wide by 6 inches tall. And so I've cut the decorative piece of it. I have of acetate, and then I have 4 pieces that go on the sides of the pillar. These measure 7/8 inches by 3.5, and I have 4 of those. I'll lay those to the side, and then I cut out this piece by using the offset feature in Cricut or Silhouette, and then this will be my decorative piece for the back. And as I said, this is my first offset piece, and then I did an offset of this piece, and it is where I can add my sentiment. So these are going to be all glued together, and I'm going to glue those together, and I'm going to glue the acetate to the window. Burnished my score lines, and I'm just going to fold this over. And I forgot to mention, on the 1/2 inch section, just miter your corners if you would like. And then I'm going to put glue on the 1/2 inch and just fold it over until we form a box. The top and the bottom, and it goes right up into the score line. Okay, we'll do the same thing to the other side. So now we have our pillars, and as you can see, one side's a little bit longer. So we're going to take the inch side and have those on the side, and our more narrow, we're going to put glue. I'll just lay this, I flattened it out. I'm going to take the glue, and I'm just going to line the corners up and along the bottom and the edge. So I just want to make sure everything is running together like that. And there's that side, and we will do the other side, bottom, and run it along the edge like so. Those are our pillars. I'm going to go ahead and add my decorative paper. I'm just going to center it in between. And I forgot to add our side pieces on our pillars before I attach them, but it will still be easy. So I'm going to attach one here. I'm just centering it between the score lines and the top and bottom. So I'm going to put one on each outside and one on the inside. And if you would attach, or if you would glue your pieces on before you attach it to your card base, you would put the decorative paper on the 1 inch sides of the pillars. Now all you would need to do to finish your card is you would put glue here and here, and you would just lay this on top and make sure the bottom's lined up and along the side edge here. And that is why I made those pieces, or that side, more narrow, is so it wouldn't show past the window frame. So that's all you have to do to create the window pillar card. And I always love to hear which one is your favorite. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3. I hope everyone has a fabulous day, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.